Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. In today's recipe we have mutton korma. Now the funny thing with mutton is that it turns black after cooking, but here you can see that the mutton is as pink as my fingers are. Due to this very same nature of mutton, people are adding turmeric, tomatoes and even food color to mutton. And no, I have not used any turmeric or tomatoes because if anything that's Mughlai cannot have turmeric or tomatoes. Of course you can add anything to your recipe, it's your recipe, but it cannot be Mughlai. For the simple reason that the Mughals were descendants of Genghis Khan and they did not use these ingredients in their food. Take a pan, heat it up and add 2 teaspoons of ghee. In that, we'll be frying these fox nuts or lotus seeds or makhana. We'll fry them lightly and keep them aside for garnishing. In the same ghee, we are going to fry 4 medium-sized onions chopped roughly. I'm adding 2 pieces of cinnamon sticks of around 2 inches each and 10 cardamoms and 6 cloves. Add 1 teaspoon each of ginger and garlic, both should be grated, and you can see that I'm using very less ghee or oil to cook. I'll tell you later why I'm doing that. Let's add our mutton pieces. It's around 600 grams of mutton. The mutton has been washed very nicely. Now let's add 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder. I'm using the Kashmiri red chili powder. Add salt around 1 teaspoon and mix everything very nicely. Now we'll add garam masala 1 teaspoon. The ingredient list is in the description box. Crush 3 to 4 bay leaves. Add it to the mutton. Add water around 1 glass. Chop the mutton and cook it on a slow flame for 45 minutes. We are not going to use a pressure cooker because I believe pressure cooker takes away the beauty of mutton. After taking off the lid, we can take out the cinnamon sticks and the bay leaves. And we have crushed star anise 1 and 2 long pepper, or I don't know what it's called. I think it's called pipli or something like that. Now we'll add mutton fat. This is very important. You have to add the fat to it. Now I'm using around 200 grams of hung curd. In that I'll be adding the garam masala. Mix it very nicely. This way your mutton will never be black. This is the secret. And we won't be adding the curd in one go. We'll be adding teaspoon by teaspoon to the curry, 1 teaspoon at a time. Shut it, cook it, open it, add 1 more teaspoon of garam masala and the curd, and then shut it and cook it back again. You have to keep on doing it until you finish all the curd and the garam masala. This way your mutton will never be black. Now let's add a generous amount of ghee to it. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of ghee. I'll shut it and cook it, shut it and cook it. I'll repeat the process. And you can see now I'm adding paste of around 20 cashew nuts and 100 grams of coconut. Don't add the paste all together, add it in 2 batches. Shut it and cook it, that's the game. Now we add water, around 1 glass of water. It's around 100 milliliters and you can see that the mutton is still pink although it's already done. Now we'll add the fox nuts. This will give a very nice taste to the curry or the korma. Here you are. I have shut it and cooked it for around 10 more minutes. The fox nuts are done. And now we'll be adding some parsley to it. And no, this parsley I'm not using it for garnishing. I'll just shut it and cook it so that the flavors of the parsley gets merged with the curry. Add some water. Give everything a nice mix. Voila, it's ready. Please follow the recipe and you'll be having the best mutton curry. I promise you this. Just look at the gorgeousness of this dish. Let's plate it. I've made this video in natural daylight so that everything will be visible very nicely. I don't have a DSLR camera, so I thought instead of waiting for a new camera or trying to set up new lights, I would use God's light. I hope you like it. Serve it with naan. Please enjoy the meal.